Okay, folks, so we are back in the sanctuary and we are going to get started on our new duties. Link has things that he has to do, and the world is out for his blood. If you read some signs in the neighborhood, we're going to go to the town in the game. Notice that the fact that there is actually a city in this game. This was something that was not in the original Zelda. There was a graveyard, there was a forest, but there was not actually things for people to live. So we actually do have a cast of characters that talk and do these sorts of things. So the only real town is those Kakariko village. So this is the fortune teller. It's recommended that you go and see him, but you don't have to. Luckily, I will probably do it just to see what he has to say, but I know for the most part the basis of this game. So I'm getting to the point where I know it like the back of my hand. I've seen it so many times. I own the player's guide. I used to have that, and I read that quite a bit, but I do know this game fairly well. I'm not sure if I can get every heart piece and the like, but I can definitely get us through the game. So this this is the house where the X is, and unfortunately they do not know where he is. So we're gonna have to explore the town. It's too bad that they don't say something like, "Oh, what happened to your uncle?" That'd be like a neat little detail or something. But yes, there is stuff to do in this town. There's a heart piece, some bottles, and we've got tons of stuff that we're going to wind up getting. Now, rupees, really, you're going to need them. I'm kind of debating what I'm going to do as far as if I'm going to use bottles for medicine or fairies. I'm not quite sure. I mean, fairies will restore you if you get killed, but if you're at half a heart or one heart, you might as well heal yourself anyways. Medicine will bring you back to full health, but you also have to shell out 100 rupees, 150 rupees to do so. So I was kind of panicking when I made this video because I was 15 rupees short and I didn't know how to get them, but luckily you can get a good portion of rupees in this town. I was actually trying to press down to say I don't need it, but it didn't let me do that. So this music was used in Ocarina of Time, and I think it's used rather often. I really don't know that many Zelda games after Twilight Princess. That was really like the last time I played a Zelda game. But there's our bottle. Yeah, that was pretty much like the last Zelda game I messed with, but I know that there were some for the Nintendo DS. I think there were 2, and then we went straight to Skyward Sword, and then things have just been getting more manic from there. But this is the sick guy. And he mentions that the poisonous air from Death Mountain is what did it, so that, really we don't see those types of details. You never think, hey, volcanic ash and that sort of thing could actually be harmful to you. So I don't remember if Death Mountain is actually, I can't remember, volatile, but needless to say it did do something. So if you didn't notice, Ganon has basically taken over this world as well. Neither the light world or the dark world is really that ambient. Both of them do have quite their problems. It's just that they haven't really spread out in this one. I'd say this world is maybe about 60% conquered as opposed to 100% conquered in later parts of the game. So this is where we get the rupees, and this is going to put us over the hump as far as getting that next bottle. Very much so. We're still not done in this town. I forgot to bomb that. That definitely would have helped us. I think there's a heart piece in there, so I'm going to have to go back in there in the future. Just notice that. But yep. Now we get that Link falling in a pit thing. That becomes a staple of the 2D Zelda games. I kind of miss the Minish Cap. I never really got into that game, and I was trying to do it, but I think that was probably one of the Zeldas that got the least amount of attention. But eventually we'll get to that as well. So if you notice this just sounds like a warm Saturday or Sunday day. You know, sitting in the park, having a picnic type thing. One of the few access points in Zelda that does so. But here we have our first heart piece. Now, I would do these just depending upon difficulty and memory. Because, you know, I'm just doing these minute details, I have to essentially watch the whole game be beaten and study it. You know, and that's kind of the thing, is just I'm going to have to wind up watching it 6 different times if I want to get everything. So I may or may not do it, but for the sort of joy, I would like to show some of these details. But this is a few people's house. I will probably show that, you know, these citizens, like that woman right there, she will rat you out. So I wouldn't approach her. I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's just a guard that you'll fight, but just let you know. So but we will leave this with a picture of Mario.